everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the December update for my project pan of 2018. I can't believe we're already in December. It felt like maybe 2 weeks ago I just started my project pan. This year has gone by pretty fast. So I have one special or unique or traumatizing update to show you guys today, but we'll get into that shortly. But before I get into this video, please subscribe down below and like up this video and we can get started. So my first project pan item is the So Quiche Super Shock Shadow by ColourPop. I used it only once in November and that is very disappointing because in my November update, I'm pretty sure I said I wanted to use this even more, but I just didn't get around to using it and I didn't get to wear that much makeup in November. And I was wearing a lot of gold in November and I just didn't reach for this guy that much. It is dry, kind of like last month, and it still has the same pigmentation as always. So the amount of product hasn't changed that much, but you can still see some pan. For December, I hope to use it a little bit more, and I would like to see even a bigger pan on this guy right here. Then we have ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Get Lucky. I used this 3 times in November compared to October. I used it twice, and we still have quite a bit of product. We actually have more product in here than we do with So Quiche, just because this is more creamy texture and that one's kind of dry, so it's more flaky. And it swatches just as creamy as before. And this is kind of surprising me that these ColourPop shadows, or at least this one right here, is still the almost exact creaminess of when I got it in the mail. And the pigment is exactly the same. So I've used this 3 times this month because I like wearing lots of gold shadows. And I don't know, it's just very easy for every day to pop on a gold on your lid, like today. So my hope for this guy in December is that I use it a little bit more to get more pan showing. I don't think it's going to be totally gone by the end of December. Then we have the e.l.f. Cream Eyeliner in black, and I used it 4 times in November compared to 6 times in October. I mostly used it as my tight line because of the next thing I'll show you. I liked it for that. It stays in my tight line for I think about the whole day and doesn't really transfer that much, so it's really good for that. And there's quite a big divot in it now, but it's definitely not going to reach the bottom by the end of the year. There's like no way unless I paint my whole face black in this. So there you can just see that it has gone down quite a bit. The texture of this guy is getting a little bit more dry as time goes on, and I suspect for December that I'll use it probably 6 or so times, and we'll probably have the same amount of product left. So my next product. This is the Boutique eyeliner in black, and I used it twice in November. Well, as you can see, it's very nicely sharpened and pointed. And it's very small too. It's about 2 inches or something big. The thing is that I sharpened it probably beginning of November, and then I didn't use it for a couple days, and I went to go in to use it just to tightline my eyes, and a piece of the wood went into my eye and it scratched my eye so bad and it hurt really, really bad. I guess when I was sharpening it, I took it out and there was still a little bit of the wood shaving left on it, just hanging off by a thread, and then it dropped into my eye when I was tightlining my eye. Now that was kind of scary. I had to flush my eye out. This side of my eye makeup was ruined and I had to redo that all. And it really irritated my eye, as you would assume. So that's why I only used it twice in November, and I was like, screw this, I really don't want wood chips in my eyes. So that's why I didn't do it for November. And that is pretty gray. I think it's about the same type of texture as it was in the beginning of the year. It's pretty rough and not very creamy at all. I hope I get down to the bottom of this in December. I don't think I will because that'll take a lot of sharpening. I will try to keep using this, and I should be more cautious when I sharpen it and make sure to dust off all the shavings. Next we have the Wet n Wild lipstick in Just Peachy. You guys know the whole thing about this. I hate it. I don't like it. It's gross. It's very greasy. It's on my lips today and I don't care for it. That's why I only wore it once in November. And it's still the same texture as before. It's very thick. It's pretty pigmented, but it's just the finish I do not care for. The packaging, everything, the color. Not a huge fan of this. In December, I predict I'm going to wear it 0 times because I'm going to be wearing probably reds and dark nudes and some brown grays and whatever else. I really don't think I'm going to be picking this up and using it that often. And I predict this will be in my empties at the end of the year. Sorry not sorry. That is what it is. And finally, we have the CoverGirl True Naked Jewels palette. I used this palette 4 times in November compared to 9 times in October. And I mostly use this gold one layered over top of this ColourPop shadow. And that makes it way more pigmented. And then I get 2 uses out of my shadows in Project Pan. And I also like using this pink one right here and this white one kind of inner corner highlight situation. Basically what the ones I used, I think I used a little bit of this green one over top of So Quiche. I think I did that once, but there was so much glitter followed that I didn't do it again. But these shadows are so powdery, so to build this color up my crease, I have to go back into it quite a few times because it doesn't have that much pigment to it or pop because it is such a light pink color that if you can see, there is a hole starting, and I didn't expect this to be happening because I guess it's so powdery and crumbly that it's just digging itself a hole. So this guy right here, I don't know if you can tell or not. I think this pink one might be close to pan by the end of December, but I don't think all of these shadows are going to be hitting pan, obviously. So that is my update for December. Come back for my year-end update and my kind of Project Pan ending video, and just going back to the first video and taking the measurements or whatever and going back to see how much I actually used and counting up all the times I've used all the products, and just to see my progress in this Project Pan and my overall consensus of was this worth it or not. I won't be adding anything now because there's only 1 more month left and that would be kind of pointless. But in the next Project Pan video there might be things that'll be ending up in the trash. I hope I'll see you guys then, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!